Sending so much love to your light. Welcome to Thursday. Welcome to the wild ride of March and of becoming new humans. Everything is in such a massive portal. Hello and welcome. Love to your light. Here we are together, rising as one in this new frequency. So it's kind of intense. I feel like I say that all the time, and it has been, and it continues to be. And so when you get that break, that reprise, that everything's really feeling amazing, be in splendor, joy, and awe and celebration of it. And when you're in the deep end of the pool again going, know that it's a moment, right? This is massive change. If you are uncomfortable, if you're uncomfortable in any way, know that that is part of this journey. And actually, if you're not uncomfortable in some way, as transformation is in, of, around you, I said the other day, you're probably, if someone's not slightly uncomfortable in this frequency, they're either buried in a fifth of something, or they're not breathing, right? So if you're here, you're alive, you're present, there's probably a level of discomfort, I want to say, that's humming within you because there's so much changing so rapidly. And so I was asked this question the other day, and I wanted to bring it here. I brought it to the council, and I wanted to bring it here to share with all of you. She was saying, when do we get there? When do we get there? We've been talking about this fifth dimension. We're talking about this massive shifts. When do we arrive? And she was saying, is it going to lighten up? Is it going to get easier? It feels like every time we get close, the goalpost is moved, right? A little bit further. And when are we going to get there? And so the answer that came through was... Actually, in this now moment, they're saying, you are there in so many ways. You have welcomed in the new earth. You are licking the sky, my words, not theirs, at the fifth dimension. You are anchored. The earth frequency is anchored very, very, is very solidly anchored in fourth density, is what they're showing me. You have to remember, it's almost like if you're watching a script, alive, there's a delay, right? So I've said something and then there's a moment where you're receiving it. We're in this great flux of it's already occurred. Now our consciousness is catching up to the reality of it. We have to play it out on earth plane. When the feeling is that the goalposts keep moving, they're saying that's one way of looking at it, but you must remember that this is a consciousness evolution. We are evolving a consciousness of humanity in a way that has never occurred before. So there isn't one final event. There isn't one moment in time that's like, you've arrived. Some people in conscious communities believe that there is a great event, a light blast that would occur. They've set many dates to it that have come and went, that there's this one moment where everything will change. And perhaps that is true. But this is a sequence of events, of transformation. We are stepping up a ladder. We are walking a path of initiating into a completely new expression. So there is no goalpost. The goalpost can be every moment that you feel a resonance of higher frequency, you have arrived. And then you arrive again and again and again until that frequency becomes anchored in. Will it get easier? Yes, it will get easier. And we're all experiencing these moments of everything's in alignment. It feels amazing. There's ease. And then we dip back down into the third dimensionality to go get pieces and parts of ourselves. We're resurrecting the pieces and the parts of ourselves, and we're bringing ourselves back up online. And what they're saying is, it was also stated, we're working so hard. And let's remember that the working hard is the third dimensional lens. We're looking through these two lenses, and one gets kind of focused. If you're looking at binoculars and one eye is looking at 3D and one eye is looking at 5D, trying to get the focus so that both eyes are pointed in the same direction so you can see with your real eyes to realize what's actually happening here. There's an adjustment, right? You have to adjust. And you're working hard, my beloveds, is an indicator that you're holding that resonance of 3D. We're going to have to work hard to get there. What we're doing is deconstructing an experience that has kept us from our greatest truth, our greatest soul's resonance. What we're deconstructing is the hard, dense part. Where we're going is the ease. And we perceive it as a hard ride to get there because we're deconstructing that old third dimensionality of working hard and suffering to succeed or suffering to have no pain, no gain, right? Such a 3D statement. You know, I am, and so therefore I am. And in any moment, they're saying that you choose to be in the frequency of ease in this journey, it shall meet you there. They're saying. So we get to surrender. And I know these last few days, I'm soul tired. I am soul tired because of the deconstruction of core things occurring in my own personal experience, right? We're deconstructing the old to make room for the new. And this is, no one said it was going to be easy, but they assure us it will be worth it. And when we get back into that surrendered space, when we trust the universe, we come into presence. We're not too far in the future, not too far in the past. We're in presence. We're back into our power of presence and our trust that the universe is kind, that we're awakened, alive souls here, ushering in a new remembered frequency. The best is yet to come in so many ways in our expression as souls here on planet Earth. We must trust, and we must keep rising up to that trust over and over and over again and surrendering over that which is done, complete, exhausting, tiring, fear-creating. It's done. And in the moment that we surrender, in the moment that we choose, in the moment that we trust, all of the universe's intelligence comes to life within us and shows us our way out. Breathe that in. That's what they're saying in this now moment. In some ways, we have to let go of everything that we've ever believed, that we've ever intended, to rise up, to see what's here for us in this new way, in this new light. We have to trust at a level that we have never been called to trust for, or with, or through, or at before. It is here. It is now. We are in it. I said today to a client, we are in active birth. It is that moment when those of you who have birthed children, that's that moment when you want to push and they say, wait, breathe, don't push just yet. You're in that moment, that discomfort of like, I just want to push. I just want to move to the next level. And it's that, take a breath, wait just a second. And that's where we are. It's crazy. It's wild. Here we are. And, they also said that they're, that when is the tipping point? Like, when is this over? And we're there when we're all right, when we have all risen together. Like the tipping point of activating a consciousness of humanity into a higher frequency occurs when a critical mass of consciousness occurs through the beings, us humans here on the planet. When we have hit critical mass, that tipping point, that 100th monkey syndrome, which is that once something is recognized by enough of consciousness that it becomes an unknown consciousness collectively. When that occurs, we will be there anchored in the frequency at the highest level. This requires patience. It requires perseverance. Our souls all said yes to this. We're made for it. The image came through today of the 5D being the great grandmother sitting in the corner, rocking on the rocking chair, right? This wise old soul, right? The elder sitting in the corner, rocking on the rocking chair with all this wisdom, all of this living, all of this understanding. She or he rocks in the rocking chair, watching the room. And the mind, that's the soul sitting there watching, sitting there with all the wisdom, lifetimes expressed in all these different dimensions. And there's the 3-year-old playing in the middle of the room, pulling the toys out, excited, look at the toys, melting down, crying, collapsing on the floor, having a temper tantrum, rising back up, wanting more, not wanting more, coming in, moving out, you know, like a 3-year-old one. That's the mind. That's the mind. So are you operating as the 3-year-old on the floor from the perspective of the mind? Why is this so hard? I want more. Where are my toys? Let's go. Ah. Are you sitting with the wisdom of the elder in the corner going, we got this. Here we are. All is well. Rocking in the chair because the wisdom is there. So how are you operating? And we're operating back and forth. What are you choosing? Because in every moment you get to choose the frequency of which you're going to attach to. Is that easy? No, not all the time. It's not always easy. But again, they promised for years they've been saying, we promise you it will be worth it. We promise you it will be worth it. I am sending so much love to your light. Here together we rise as one. You are not alone. Yes, this journey is not easy. It shall be worth it. Keep your sight on the light. Attach to nothing. Allow for everything. You are a divine creator, and this new earth is being created through you. Take deep breaths. You'll know when it's time to push, and we will be brought together into this new frequency, and we will stand as one in the bounty and the beauty of this new earth. We're almost there. I love you. Thank you. Have a blessed day.